What's going on, guys? It's Tillman and Jeremy with the Landscape Company of Virginia Beach. Today, we're going to teach you how to change your spindles on your FasTrak Hustler 54, unit number 941732. The easiest part of this, we're going to start with first, and that's taking off the deck belt. Let's show you how we're going to get this done. All right, guys, first things first. Hustler makes this super simple. We're going to release the tension bar, so I'm going to grab this belt and pull it towards me, and you'll see what happens. You want to get some leverage here and pull it back. Boom. Now it's loose. Okay? Like I said, this is the easiest part of the project. Now we can get our tools out and start getting done what we need to get done. All right, first step, we're pulling the blades off the deck. I'm using an impact gun here to break them loose quickly, but a quick safety note, I should be wearing gloves and eye protection, especially when working under tension or dealing with spinning hardware. If you're doing this yourself, take an extra minute and throw on some PPE. It's definitely worth it. Next, we've got the mower lifted safely off the ground using an engine hoist. This gives us clean access to the underside of the deck without crawling around on the floor. However you lift your mower, jack stands, lift, or hoist, make sure it's stable before you go underneath. Never trust hydraulics alone. Now we're removing the spindle assemblies. I'm switching to a hand ratchet here instead of an impact, and that is intentional. Using hand tools helps prevent stripping bolts or snapping hardware, especially on older decks. Take your time, break the bolts loose evenly, and keep track of your hardware. As you remove bolts and spacers, this is a great time to clean them up. I recommend spraying everything down with WD-40 or a parts cleaner if you have it. Clean hardware threads go back together smoother, torque correctly, and help prevent future issues. Fun fact, most mower deck failures don't come from the blades. They come from neglected spindle bearings. Regular spindle maintenance can double the life of your deck. Here's a look at the old spindle versus a new one. Over time, heat, vibration, and debris breaks down bearings, even if the spindle looks fine from the outside. If you're hearing a grinding, wobble, or excessive noise, it is time for a replacement. Before installing the new spindle, always check your deck surface. Make sure the mounting holes aren't wallowed out, no cracks in the metal, and your bolts are clean. Okay guys, so what you can see here on the cart, we have one of these old spindles. It's been worn out. See the dirty. This one actually has two strip bolts on the top. But anyways, here's the 3 new ones. All new hardware. We rebuild these in our shop. So great thing about these Hustler mowers, these spindles can be rebuilt instead of you buying a whole new assembly. We take all this hardware out of the insides, the bearings themselves, and take them out. We clean all these up. We keep the shells and put all new hardware and bearings throughout the unit. So these have actually been rebuilt 2 or 3 times, as you can see, but it saves us a considerable amount of money when we go to get the parts compared to getting a whole brand new assembly. But you can build these in-house. It's nothing you guys can't handle. So we're gonna go ahead and mount these new ones up, and we'll show you what we got going on. Most commercial mower spindles spin between 3,000 and 3,600 RPM. That's why even a small bearing failure turns into a big problem fast. Now we're installing the new spindles. Start all your bolts by hand before tightening anything down. This keeps everything aligned and prevents cross-threading. Tighten evenly in a crisscross pattern so the spindle seats flat against the deck. Next, the pulleys go back on top of the spindles. Make sure everything seats fully and spins freely before final tightening. This is another spot where rushing can really cost you. Misaligned pulleys lead to belt wear and vibration. A worn pulley can eat a brand new belt in under 10 hours of runtime. Always inspect pulleys when you're doing spindle work. Now we're routing the belt back into the deck. Follow the factory belt diagram and make sure the belt is fully seated in every pulley groove. Spin the deck by hand once installed. This helps confirm everything's tracking correctly before startup. Quick reminder, safety moments like this are exactly why we started our podcast, Safety First, Coffee Second. It's real job site lessons, leadership, and safety talk for blue-collar crews. Short, practical, and real. If you like this kind of content, make sure you check it out. Once everything is back together, double check your bolts, belt tension, and blade torque. Start the mower slowly and listen. Smooth sound means you did it right. If this video helped you out, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got questions. We put out real-world mower maintenance, shop tips, and crew content every week. And don't forget, safety first, coffee second. Always out Saturday mornings. Check in on YouTube and Spotify. We'll see you there and have a great week.